What's going on, Fresh Baked? As promised, we have arrived in Fantasyland. That's Fantasyland right there. That's actually Red Rose Tavern, which is part of the topic of conversation for this episode. This may go towards a minor reason, a minor thing that you might say maybe that rumor that we heard is possibly true. It's not. One of the possible reasons that could have a very infinitesimal chance of being true is because of Red Rose Tavern. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the Beauty and the Beast dark ride rumor coming to Fantasyland, but where? Where are they going to put Beauty and the Beast? I think it's coming. Where? Is it here? Or is it one of the craziest ideas that I've ever heard in my entire life? Let's go look at that. Guys, quick, tell me a land that is more synonymous with Disneyland. What is the most synonymous land with Disneyland?
Main Street, USA.
Liz, what is your choice?
Like, is there a right answer, or just?
Oh, you bet there is, but I'm gonna hear your answer though.
There's not.
Okay, well, I mean, Main Street would be my first choice. Second choice would be New Orleans Square.
No, wow, you guys are crushing. Hey, New Orleans Square is my favorite land.
Me too. That's
but when I think of Disneyland, and I think of lands, although Main Street is a land.
I think most of the lands in Disneyland are interested in Disneyland because they're broader concepts and ideas or time and places and not specific brands.
I respect your effort on that, but the answer is Fantasyland.
I was gonna say, wait, I was gonna say something.
I'm just kidding. No, the point I was getting is that Fantasyland is very closely related. Like when you think about Disneyland, you think about the original,
Right.
All these are, well, not all of them, but Pinocchio's is new. Majority of these were here.
All of them got rebuilt when they redid the facades. They all got gutted and rebuilt.
Yeah. So when they talk about messing with Fantasyland, I get a little tense. I get a little like upset. I'm sorry, what now? What are you doing? Yeah. What are you?
Pardon?
Pardon me? The rumor that we heard, this is from Screamscape, is that there's a Beauty and the Beast attraction being built in Tokyo. Animatronics are mind-blowingly good. It is the future of dark rides. They have skipped over completely the whole projection on the face, Snow White Mine Train ride thing. They're like, no, we're not doing that anymore.
That works well enough on Mine Train, but it doesn't work well on Frozen.
Right, and no, it doesn't work well on Frozen, and that's just, you know what? That's the cheap, easy way out. We're gonna make it happen. They animated a body. They like this. Belle.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Looks fantastic. Anyway, so they're super hyped about this attraction. And that was a rumor that I heard, and this is what I reported on Fresh Baked Presents, was that it was so expensive, it went so far over budget that they felt like they had to make two in order to recoup some of the cost. Now, Ian, you were saying,
generally speaking, anytime the non-domestic parks, especially the ones in Asia, get new unique rides that no one else has yet, there's almost always an exclusivity clause with WI that says we're the only ones who get to have this ride for at least X number of years.
Which it still could be. It could be. What if that number's 5?
I don't know. Again, I'm not privy to what those actual terms are. My understanding is that there are exclusivity times on those.
No, that is one monkey wrench in this whole idea. But the fact that I've heard this now from like three different sources, if you consider Screamscape a source.
I don't.
Right, because they didn't say what their source was, and I can't either because...
And it's also entirely possible for what sounds like multiple sources all just be coming from the same anonymous person.
Sure.
That's just my sidetrack point that while it's true that a lot of times rumored people can't say who it is, you also have to have a certain grain of salt with it.
Sure. Until you hear from Disney, everything is a grain of salt.
Or at least people you've seen regularly have a track record over a long period of time. And also have the awareness to not just support everything they've heard.
Now let's stick a couple daggers in some people's backs right now. We'll get into it. Here's what Screamscape is suggesting. Pinocchio and Snow White ripped out.
Where are they going to kill him?
And then they're going to drop a Beauty and the Beast dark ride. A Beauty and the Beast castle, mind you. It's probably going to be a castle.
Well, that's what it is in Tokyo. It's a very tall.
Right next to the castle.
We have a castle. We can't have another castle right here.
Unless they don't build a castle. Unless they just do something like this. Well, I know. Well, that's the thing. They make them. Those dark rides are big now. It wouldn't fit in here.
Okay, so the square footage of that ride in Tokyo is estimated about 80,000 square feet.
Okay.
These combined are nowhere even near.
No. No.
Nowhere near that combined.
No.
You couldn't see, so you couldn't even fit that in.
So
Not without major modification, and even then you still have the issue of another castle significantly taller than the main one right next to it.
Yeah, so not only is it heresy to suggest getting rid of Snow White. Hey,
it's unfeasible.
I've got an idea. Let's take these guys into Snow White and let them remember how cool and how legendary the Snow White attraction is.
That it deserves a proper refresh the way
and it does. It does.
So I mean,
yeah.
Pan and Alice got
yeah, Pan and Alice.
It's not gotten one. It should also go.
Let's do that.
To take care of Snow White. Magic mirror on the wall. Disguise, I fool them all. And that won't hear you. That taste the apple.
It's great.
Right?
Great.
Right?
I love me some Snow White.
And so abruptly.
It does. It does. Well, I wouldn't mind if they, softened us into the landing a little bit, on that one. Now, here's the thing.
It's better than Paris, though.
The rumor that I heard was that they were going to put, instead of taking over that amazing ride we were just on, Snow White and Pinocchio and whatever else that might cost, they were going to shorten the monorail track and then drop Beauty and the Beast and a possible restaurant into that in that area, the motorboat cruise area, and where the monorail track is.
They would also have to drastically shorten Autopia and the subs because
they would have to drop. Yeah, they would have to cut off a part of Autopia, not all of it, but part of it, and part of the monorail track.
Well, the subs are also affected.
And the subs.
Building is underneath all of that.
That's true.
So
yes.
I would do that.
There's a lot of other stuff that are as soon as you touch that way, there's a lot of Tomorrowland stuff that's immediately impacted.
That goes towards another rumor that I've heard from another source that Finding Nemo is on its last legs. In terms of what it takes to keep that ride operational is no longer feasible or cost effective because the laws and the OSHA and all that kind of stuff, it's making it very difficult to run Finding Nemo these days. But before I get into that though, let me get into this. One of the things that always bothered me about that rumor that I had heard about them putting it at Motorboat Cruise and how it dovetails with the rumor that over here with Pinocchio and Snow White is that they put a ring on right over there, Red Rose Tavern.
I mean, they could just as easily unskin it if they needed to.
Why would they go 2 years and not skin it, and then finally do skin it right on the heels of them saying...
I mean, to be fair, all they did to change from temporary to permanent was a couple signs.
True.
And then moving some murals.
But that,
really go back to...
it would be very easy to switch back if they truly decided to. It's not,
like I said, it's an infinitesimal connection, but why would you... How can you build Beauty and the Beast over there and put a restaurant over there if you just made Red Rose?
This should go back to Village House, take another restaurant and bring it over there and just leave
Make it Village House again, yeah.
However, I'm going to miss that motorboat area because that was like a place where you can escape Disneyland, take a break. Where
40 people can fit in there, honey.
That's still nice, a nice area to hang out.
For 40 people.
Okay, well now we're gonna have nothing. Not even 40.
No, you're gonna have an enormous attraction.
It's gonna be busy. No matter what, it's just gonna keep it busy.
Your suggestion was to put it
at the Fantasyland Theater.
Fantasyland Theater.
I like theater. I think it's good for theme parks to have in a large scale show.
Oh, absolutely. More shows, definitely.
At least one large scale show for park is my.
I agree.
I like it's something that people can't see in their hometowns because the scale that people don't normally get.
Yeah.
And I realize they're not necessarily always the most efficient people eaters, but I think there should be a place, but Disneyland, spaces.
Let's also, while we're on that, Ian, let's remind them how cool Mickey and the Magical Map is. Right now.
Not long ago, on a day not unlike today.
We all believe in a world of dreams and imagination.
Oh, you want to play? Oh, I'm different, aren't you?
I want to be like you. I want to walk like you. Talk like you.
Hey, you're not supposed to pay me. I'm supposed to pay you.
Never-ending magic.
Journey to
Mickey and the Magical Map. That's pretty great.
It's our favorite scene, but you know.
No, I know. Ian and I were both like.
Like, because they're.
Well, because we're not the tallest, so our eye line was right at the bar.
You can't see like I can see?
No. See, well, I am taller than her. My torso isn't super high either.
This is my view all the time.
Yeah,
I was watching a video of you talking to somebody, the video you shot
At
Villains Day, and it looks like this.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
giant person.
So many double chins happening right now. Welcome to Bean Pie 2.
Anyway, it makes sense because it's an easy thing that, I mean, nobody would miss really Mickey and the Magical Map, I'm guessing.
There would, but it's I feel like it's a more straightforward use of land.
Yeah.
Because again, once you touch the motorboat, Autopia, subs, monorail, so many other things are impacted.
Yeah.
You should at least have a plan for what you're going to do with that area as well. So
Now,
I feel like you don't want to touch that until you know what you're going to do with the rest of that space.
I think they do have a plan. I honestly do. I think they have a plan for that and Tomorrowland all
I'm
looped
sure
in
there's
one.
lots of ideas in their art archives and in their files.
One thing that I don't like about that idea of using Fantasyland Theater, apart from wanting to have more shows, less rides, more shows, is that I feel like they're trying to add capacity as opposed to replacing it with other capacity. It's not making the park bigger when you do that. Like, if you were to put it over there in the motorboat cruise area, you've added X number of people that you could put in the park.
Potentially, I mean, it depends. Because again, it depends what they do with the rest of the space. So if you are pulling out subs in Autopia and not, because are those getting replaced with something with capacity?
Well,
that's like.
I don't know, but I think they have a plan. I really do. If they go that route, I think that they definitely have a plan.
That's better. I like that. Don't touch this.
No, them taking Pinocchio and Snow White That's not.
I really feel like this is still like Walt's like vision. Like I feel like back there.
Can you imagine the rebellion that would happen?
I feel like we
What, you mean the one that would then immediately come over because all the influencers would love it the day it opens? That storm?
Oh crap, because that's gonna be me.
It happens every time. And there's nothing wrong with liking new things, just to be clear. That's not me bragging on people who get excited.
Yeah, no. I would be here
Yeah.
filming it
I mean,
and saying I love Beauty and the Beast. It's so great.
Honestly, that is one of my favorite movies, though. So I hope they do it, but just not here. Get rid of Rose Tavern, bring back Village House.
I would rather have unique food. Like, we certainly should have some continuity between each castle park, and I think we already do. As far as new stuff, let unique things be the new things.
What about a compromise, Ian? Take the tech, give them all the same moves, even. Give them a different face and a different costume, and call it Aladdin's journey through something.
Okay, I'm fine with it being different. My point, a different property is fine. My point is just don't directly.
Well, to your point about the exclusivity.
Again, I don't know how detailed those
Yeah.
contracts are. If they include tech, if they include layout, if they restrict the IP, or if it's only those things in the final package. I don't know. Again, I'm not privy to the private contracts between those two. I'm just aware that there is an exclusivity.
One final wrinkle. Frozen 2 is coming out.
It is. Hong Kong's getting a land. Tokyo Disney Sea is getting a land. I believe they're going to be different attractions.
What if they reskinned it to Frozen? Anyone? Anyone?
I want you to do.
Bueller?
Again, I think I've expressed before. My tag is a lot more to the older classic Disney stuff, not like even compared to the Renaissance.
When that was
stuff.
classic to you, I was gonna say, is it a Renaissance classic or?
Like I enjoy those movies, but the stuff I'm like, oh, that's Disney. That is the stuff even older than that.
See, I still feel like
Because that's
Bambi is classic.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Bambi.
Yeah.
That's classic. There's
that
like
stuff, the stuff from the 60s and 70s, that stuff I was watching on VHS more than Renaissance stuff. Not saying I didn't watch those and don't love those, I did. But the stuff that I was like, oh, that feels like nostalgic kid to me is older stuff like Sword and Stone, 101 Dalmatians, Jungle Book. A lot of that Xerox era especially.
Yeah.
for sure.
That Xerox era especially is very, oh, I like this.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That's me and my preferences.
Give me both your best guesses. Give me odds. 1 out of 10 that Beauty and the Beast attraction is coming here to Fantasyland.
What, like ever, or with limit to a time?
10 years.
Like rate 1 to 10.
Yeah, 10 most likely, 1 not likely at all.
Okay, 7.
Within the next 10 years.
7.
She said 7. Do I hear 8?
I'm trying to think about like how the projects they have lined up, how long those are likely to take.
Well, put this in your thinker. Everything that I'm hearing is that Fantasyland is ahead of Tomorrowland.
Oh no, I know. Tomorrowland will always be the bottom of the list.
Yeah, okay.
It always will. Just because it's less straightforward to solve.
Yeah,
It's
they
a lot
still can't figure out Tomorrowland.
Fantasyland's a lot.
There's still guys.
Literally every other land, as far as IP approach, is a lot simpler.
Yeah.
Because like, oh,
Yeah.
storybook, plug into Fantasyland.
Yeah, right.
Jungle-y, adventure-y thing,
Yeah.
Adventureland. Western-y, like everything else is a very straightforward. Tomorrowland's like sci-fi.
Is
maybe?
it science-y? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know 7 within the next 10 years, but I can easily see that swim as well.
Okay. All right. I think it's 10. That's just my thought.
He's really
Sorry.
good at this game. It really bothers me how much he wins and I win.
I don't. Dude, it's a total guess. I'm being controversial. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this discussion of the future of Fantasyland, the future of Pinocchio, the future of Snow White, and the possibility of them putting another stinking castle right next to Sleeping Beauty Castle. Dumbest thing I ever heard. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this with your friends, and say, fresh baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!